collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
And welcome. Frenzy Freestyle Sunday, TeleTraan one segment, and our very first comment, Shiva Kobe, who is first for the evening and also says didn't actually have to go to Costco today. I went yesterday instead. Very cool, Shiva. So no mega super ultra supreme Costco runs for today. And Joe Prime 1986 says, "What's up, all?" And what's up, Joe Prime? And do check out Joe Prime. I was able to catch his live stream yesterday where he was talking about blowkeys, and it was very cool. And he gave us a shout out, so I'm giving him a shout out. So check out Joe Prime on YouTube. And Mario, what's up, Children of Primus, and what's up, Mario? So how is everyone doing? Because it's going to be quite an interesting, quite interesting streams. And I see Sedum has some transforming Hot Wheels going on there.
Yeah, Bone Shaker finally. Then I also got a second Bone Shaker Hot Wheels car.
Nice.
This was the one I had last week already. This had gold, and then this one's silver. Now I kind of want to see if there's one that skeleton bits are like more like bone texture.
Okay.
That would look badass having them like if the car's chromed out. They have that mix of like metal and bone. I'm sure if there's not one already, it wouldn't be too hard to customize something in a cheap one, a Hot Wheels like that. So.
I hear you. James Columbus says, "Hello, guys."
It's like a mix of a G2 figure and an alternator in the legs, and then G2 with like the upper body. I don't remember.
Well, Joe Prime is asking if any of us seen the Barbie Twin Twist.
The Barbie Twin Twist?
Or whatever his name is, Twin Mill.
Oh, what about Twin Mill? Yeah, I have the blue Twin Mill. And I've seen the pictures of the red Twin Mill I've seen. And I think they're supposed to be coming out with a Twin Mill 2, but it's going to be like a San Diego exclusive or something like that.
Okay. And Shiva Kobe says, "By the way, I think I neglected to mention that 3 weeks ago I cracked my ankle falling down some stairs, so I have a half boot on to keep it stable." And no. I mean, it's Magnus and Sedum and actually an Impactor have all had recent injuries, and now it's Shiba Kobe's turn. So no more injuries for 2026. That is the new rule.
And my winter fur is now gone.
I've noticed.
We're back to this handsome face.
Not
What's
yet.
up, ladies?
Well, holding on to the winter fur. Yeah, we still have another -20 drop for tomorrow. So winter's not leaving yet, and I think they've been arresting the groundhog because he's taken off and stuff. So they're like, you gave us bad information. You're under arrest.
And what's that character from Frozen, the one in the blue dress?
Elsa?
Like I know a few years ago, my sister-in-law, she posted a meme, and it's like some cops taking that character away, and it's like, finally got the word that rhymes with witch. And it's like, this was like in April, early April of whatever year it was.
Well, I mean, the funny thing here is, when everyone, I remember even back in the day, it's like by the end of March, everyone's like taking off their snow tires, getting ready for like spring and summer. And we all, like, I'd say in the last 25 years, there's always a snowstorm in the beginning of April. So, just wait it out until end of April and then May, and then focus on summer.
That's that northern crap. Now,
Nah.
tomorrow's going to start off a little cool here. We're going to be around 36, 38.
Okay.
And then it's going to end around 55. And that's the lowest for next week. So I was like, yes, this. I mean, I got no long hair no more either.
There you go.
I'll bet I cut.
Oh no, your mic cut out there for a minute.
Oh, hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say I noticed his mic was getting soft.
I just use like a dog shear. Just meow. That's how I
Yes.
cut my hair. I don't go to a barber.
That's same here. I haven't been to a barber in like 30 something years. Once you get shears and know how to use them, that's it.
Yeah, I had a barber, and he retired about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I would just go to him every once in a while just to have him dress this up.
Right.
Everything. While I was there, he would go ahead and run his good shears across the top
Yep.
and get everything down. Every once in a while, I'd have him go ahead and level it out, give me a nice military high and tight. I like that haircut.
There you go.
Yeah,
But
I find like if I cut my hair myself, I only after a while, it kind of layers up in a weird way that's hard to get, especially in the back blind. And just by feeling out, but I'll normally do like the finger length, or I'll use like the little attachment you put on the end of the razor, and then you push it, little intervals
hmm
to kind of
my hair
thin
grows
it out.
extremely fast because I was cleaned up for the wedding, which was the end of September.
Right.
And so that's when I started growing it out for the winter time, was after the wedding. I normally stop at October.
Okay.
And so I let all that go until yesterday. And last night I was like, yep, it's time.
It's time.
It's time for it to go. And then I
No.
found out, you know what? I need a new pair of shears.
Oh.
About halfway through, I was like, ah! Oh!
End up with a crazy buzz cut.
Let's put the great big one on the beard trimmer here, and let's start with that.
That's it.
Take it out 3/4 of an inch at a time.
Now, Joe Prime says there's a Hot Wheels car scales with twin mill that's Barbie themed, and ouch. And Shiva Kobe says we hardly had winter here, no snow, very little frost. Yeah, over on this side we had a polar vortex for about a month, as it usually tends to hang around for, and a continuous amount of snow over and over again, and it's now at the point of New York is offering to pay their residents to do snow clearing, and Toronto is they've been speaking on that because Toronto isn't able to clear its own snow, so they want to throw it in the hands of the residents because people will go out and shovel and actually get it done.
I've got a picture of that Joe's talking about.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, the picture went away.
Oh,
Pactor.
Oh, I'll have to reshare it. Hang on, because the screen closed.
okay.
Hello, our child.
Currently, I've been doing we are live, I guess. I'm a little late on saying that. Lucky.
There it is.
I've been working on a stop motion. I was trying to get another good one out because this one involves some more acrobatics and camera movement this time.
Oh, nice. Okay, and here's the Barbie themed twin mill that Joe Prime was mentioning.
What in the name of... No!
Yeah, I have the
Yeah, it's for me. It's 10% off, so it's normally $92.20 American.
Oh,
Yeah, I got like a regular size Hot Wheel of the Kins convertible from the Barbie movie from like a summer or two ago. It was just a cool looking convertible that's like, I think it's mainly gray. I probably could find it if I really wanted to, but then I have to walk away from the screen and whatnot.
Okay.
But
And Joe Prime is throwing this to Magnus, and I know what he's speaking of as well. Number 2 for the sides, number 3 for the crown, number 4 for the top. Yay home haircut, yay home haircut club.
Uh, Joe, I normally go with just a number 3 all the way around. I don't change it. I wear a hard hat 90% of the time. So, when
I mean,
I'm
those
here at the
haircuts
house
add
after
up,
my
man. You
shower,
could buy yourself some
I
more
don't wear much.
Transformers if you save the money on the haircuts.
That's
Well,
right.
this is true. Well, I go with a number 1 for the beard and a 0. I don't use any blades for when I shave the top of my of my head.
I'm getting there. I still got a little landing strip. Once this gets to where it's thinner
Yeah,
than
notice you
than
got
it
that
is,
Vegeta from
then I'll
Dragon Ball
spread it.
Z hairline going on there with your forehead.
Yeah.
Eh.
My buddy Dale got one of those palm shavers.
Okay.
That
Yes.
fits in your palm it's like a round ball, and then it's got the 4 heads on it.
Yep.
Okay. And he said that is the cleanest scalp shave he's ever had in his life. He loves that thing. So
Nice.
if you're looking for a word up on that one, get that one. You don't use any shaving cream. It's like one of those Norelco's, a little like that, but it's got 4 individual round heads, and he just goes. And he said he shaves with it every day. There's no irritation, no pulling, and it's the cleanest shave he's
Forgive
ever
the
had.
background audio.
James Coleman says, was over at Walmart and found A-Top's Combaticon Brawl, or Age of the Primes Combaticon Brawl. Need to find Blastoff. And hopefully they have it. I mean, it's sometimes it's that whole issue of which places are carrying which items.
Yeah, I have a reveal today too. This is I found a guy that I did not have today when we went to the store.
Oh, jalopy.
Nice. Actually, Fair Courage just did a review on him on the website last week, which you can find.
they had
It
this
was a
one,
mix of
and
the
they also had the
lockdown,
new
black axle grease,
There's a
and
funny
then the
Discord meme running
it
through my
has the head
server.
from the RID 2001, the guy that's like the Mystery Machine Colors guy that was like a Target exclusive.
Who here has seen Cars 1?
no.
So in
What
Cars
are we
1,
talking about?
there,
One car?
in Cars
Have I ever
1,
seen one car? I've seen one car.
in Cars 1, the movie from Pixar, there's a character named Snot Rod. And people have been doing a meme where they took Jalopy and replaced Snot Rod with him. It was super funny. I plan to create the scenes where he just sneezes and just rides off into the sunset once I get Jalopy.
There you
My
go.
son was a Cars fanatic. Now that was also when that movie first came out, was when I destroyed my my right shoulder.
Oh,
And so I was at home for 14 months, workman's comp, with a full rebuilt from the elbow up on my right side. And BB loved to watch that movie. Well, I loved to watch that movie. And I had seen it so many times that if I was having trouble sleeping, I could put that movie in, and before he comes out of Mac at the
Yep.
very opening scene, when he's doing that speed, I'm quicker to quick, faster than fast, I'm lightning. Right, when he's doing that little pep talk, like a light switch,
there you go.
put me right out. Yeah,
Oh.
that was B had all the little Hot Wheel cars that were all went with them with the faces and everything on them. He loved that too.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I ran across someone who created a fan art video of what happened to Doc Hudson, which was quite an interesting video because in a sense it's like you don't see him in the last version of Cars, so they created a whole backstory in terms of who he was before he became famous, him being famous, then getting into the wreck, running into Lightning McQueen and and then him passing away after, how it's just they don't really mention it in the movie.
I mean, they talked about the fact that he retired.
He did retire, because
The
in term
voice
in
actor
term.
died, to go off this.
Mhm.
And in Cars 3, any of the voice lines you hear of Doc Hudson were old recording lines from before he passed, unfortunately, the voice actor form.
Ah, okay. That I don't think they had mentioned that detail, so I didn't know about that. But yeah, kind of like the timeline of Doc Hudson was, him and his friends were car racers. Then he became, a serious racer, did really well, and won all the competitions and everything, which is all the plaques and pictures you see on the wall in the first cars. After his accident, he tried coming back, couldn't make it, but then taught himself. Actually went to school and became a doctor to repair other vehicles. So all this happens, quote unquote, before Cars 1 actually happens. And then there's like Cars 1, 2, and 3, but I didn't see 3, but in 3, I think they mentioned, coming back to look for him and him passing away. And McQueen realizes that Doc was always highly talking about him to one of his other friends. Because, at the beginning, he's just like, oh, you kind of hot rod thing. But he didn't realize that his friend, he was kind of happy to work with McQueen, because McQueen kind of brought that energy back out into him.
With mentioning Cars, actually, I just get this like pop up. So for anybody who's like ever seen the extras to like Cars specifically,
Hmm.
there was one where it was called the Ghost Light, and everybody was scared of it. Mater gets pulled into a silly joke and whatever, and at the ending, so in the ending, Doc Hudson mentions the screaming banshee, in which, to go off this, the screaming banshee, I just got like a video now talking about it. It's crazy what it is. I mean, just, of course, ads. I am going to eventually figure out some way to fix my. Let me just. You
As
see
your
this? Wait, let me just get it into full. This big honking beast of a monster truck right behind Mater with like an excavator arm the size of a car and everything.
Okay.
Like, there are some characters that we don't have explanation to. He's a dump truck, basically, from how it seems.
Oh, extras. Now, James Coleman says, I would love to see a Transformers collaboration with Hanna-Barbera's Speed Buggy. That would be quite an interesting collab, because I mean, a lot of people have forgotten about Speed Buggy.
And here's a better view of him now, like in the light. This thing is a monster.
That was cool.
Cool and terrifying. That was a thing in my nightmares back when I was younger. My family's just playing card games. This happens usually along with ice cream, I guess.
You know what? It's okay. I mean, it's a family that hangs out with each other and plays cards it's a good thing.
I'm gonna pull up my channel so I can quickly, like, I want to get this thing because I took some time to like explaining what I'm doing right now. The stop motion I did involves a lot of movement in it. I've
Okay.
never done a stop motion with full on camera movement.
Now,
And on top of that, to mention that this post makes my 170th video.
oh, now before you show your video, I mean, the theme of both of the streams, this one is kind of going over ways for content creators and artists to protect their work, because we're going to have a more, I guess, quote unquote, more serious talk on it in the second stream. But for the first stream, for our TeleTraan 1 segment, part of a thing is like, in terms of copyright and who owns the material when you put it out there. So some will say, well, is it owned on the platform? Is it owned by the person? But the one key thing that all artists should do or try to do is have some sort of watermark or something that identifies your work. Because then if it's stolen and used on another account, people will automatically know who the source artist is of that work.
Now, you were asking, or I don't know if you were asking, but one of the points that we need to make on that. When you purchase art, you are not purchasing the right to replicate.
Correct.
But some artists do sell that. My friend Nate Niles, who you all will remember Nate. Nate is the one that did my shiny Magnus for me. I buy a lot of art. So Nate Niles did
Wow,
this,
that was so bright that blinded me.
and he signed it right here. So this is his art. I purchased this art to hang in my house. And that's as far as it goes. Other than right here, but I am giving him the credit. This is Nate Niles. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him in a bunch of Transformers groups. You can find him in a bunch of Magic the Gathering groups. He does a lot of really great artwork, inks. He is also the one who did my Planeswalker playmats. But with that deal, like this right here, I think I gave $25 for this print.
Okay.
Or this is not a print. This is an actual piece.
Just beyond me.
But my playmats, I bought the art, which I bought like this from him. But I also bought the power to replicate, which is why that art he did not sign, because I then sent that to a printer and had it turned into playmats.
Okay.
But I also entered into an agreement with him, and every one of my playmats that I sell, I send him $5 for.
Okay.
And that was the agreement that we came to, was that he gets a little kickback for each one of the playmats that I sell. And you can work that out with people, but don't do it without having it on there.
That is correct.
And definitely don't be printing something out that has someone else's signature on it.
You know, it's convenient. I saw somebody. So this, I forget what the drama was called. But this guy who sells chains, like this one chain company that was super shady, was selling his stuff apparently, even though he was never signed to them. It went into a crazy drama. It was bad from how it seemed. Also, mentioning the copyright stuff and all that, for us stop motion animators, it's very hard to copy. Like, you need, so this is like from what I know, my numbskull knowledge, to go off this, the only way you can really copy a YouTube video, because that's only where I post it. I've only posted a few videos on my Instagram, but nothing real big, like some of my old videos. But the only way you can physically do that, if I'm correct, is if you are the owner of the video, or you have the whatever stupid premium thing where you can download videos.
Well, the thing is, you created in a sense, you have the original because you created that video on your device, computer, anything, and created the file, which you then uploaded to YouTube. So that file that you have is date stamped, time stamped with you owning it, and then also you owning the account, and the date and time of when it was uploaded is also evidence that you are the holder of the original source material.
And also, like, if you have like a good, like, professional level grade camera, you can set it up so it will put the info, like, okay, this is the artist name.
That
You
is
can put
something
all
you
that
can
stuff
do in
into
stop
it.
motion studios and YouTube. You can put down date and location of when video was created or where. That is
Now,
something I noticed.
okay. Magnus, it seemed you were about to say something.
Um, he was saying, or but both of you were saying that it's digital creations are harder to copy. They are not, especially not with an iPhone.
Well,
Or
I'm talking
anything.
video form.
And Bubba, I could go to your YouTube right now, and as technically not advanced as I am, within 5 minutes I could post your videos with my name on them, and no one would be able to tell the difference because of a nasty little thing called screen recording.
Yep.
Right. I forgot about that.
Especially if
so
your screen
so
recording doesn't have the little icon on the somewhere on the screen indicating that you're doing such.
yep.
I only ever screen record when I try to find audios, and to go off this, I never up screen them because I usually put the credit to the audio where I found it usually.
Okay.
So that's like something I primarily do.
What you honestly need to work on, and this is just to CYA, cover your ass,
Hmm.
okay, is like halfway through each of your videos, just in the middle, have Impactor Productions pop up, or have it like a water print
Hmm.
somewhere. They're just fade in and fade back out.
That wouldn't be a bad. Currently, so mentioning, so this is don't like spread any of this out, but currently I'm starting a stop motion series that's
Don't
going to
spread
be.
this out as you say it live.
Well, I know that not many people would say it out right now, but like my plan is just to start up doing the Transformers Skybound stuff in stop motion officially. So I could, since I want to add the swapping from Autobot to Decepticon locations, add the credit for the person who's creating the comic right now, and add my channel logo in there for when it swaps.
Well, yeah, that would work. And I mean, the one thing too is you're creating your own content based and inspired off of their content. So you still have, in a sense, you're still protected that you're not stealing their content directly. Where we've come across, videos where they just took the person's video and posted it as theirs. Where there's other Transformers fans, and I would say even myself included, where it's like, they'll take original videos, but then they'll change the voices and cut and edit the scenes and just make like all sorts of little fun parodies, but they're not just, taking the original clip and then posting it and then not giving credit of it.
Now, I don't know if this follows under it. So there's been this YouTuber that's been going around. So he does a bunch of this cool AI stuff where he uploads a Bayverse scene, and then it gives you a complete, not even close to the scene, and it just makes it look way better. To go off this, he's been doing a lot of like extended scenes. He actually did one where it was like a fight actually of Sideways versus Sideswipe from like the Revenge of the Fallen movie.
I
And
think I've seen that.
that one right there was screaming to me some scenes basically. So there's been a "What If I Survived" like Demolisher and Sideways video going around recently,
Okay.
where Sideways and Demolisher cause havoc in the city where you see like in Revenge of the Fallen, like scenes wise. This would play out during when the Decepticons are invading like Earth and everything. And for me, I picture the scene where you see those two ravaging through the city, basically causing havoc in that moment. And for me, I was thinking I could maybe do a custom demolisher and all that, and create that scene based on a what if or continuation. And he actually just did one recently. This is where I actually got the audio, but I don't use the same characters or anything. He did a "What if Jazz had more screen time in 2007?"
Okay. And I seen the side swipe, the sideways one that you had mentioned, and I remember commenting in a sense of how come all of the AI generated Transformers clips are always doing a Bay style transformation, and someone said Someone basically said, well, AI can only do what people teach it. And I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
but people have been doing, like, there's cool stop motions that one that's like 18 years old, G1's existed for 40 years. So there's a ton of media out there that that's existed many, many years before everyone had access to AI, but yet the AI videos always looks like Bavers. Always.
To explain this, he well, specifically on the transfers, this is something I learned. He trained, like, he had to have gone many times of training this. He had to coded it on top of that to train the AIs to almost exactly look like the original designs of the transfers, because it's very hard. I haven't seen a good AI video of a spot on design almost of sideways nor sideswipe. They did them very well, in my opinion.
But it still ends up being more Bavers than anything else.
Hmm.
Like, even in terms of how they transform, it's completely Bavers. There's no cartoon style transformation or prime transformation. It's strictly Bavers.
You want to know what's a hilarious fact? In the scene, I took Jazz's transformation from the video. I used my G1 sideswipe that I got. So this is just for where I have him right now. I have my 86 style, whatever other sideswipe chilling upstairs right now where I was doing the stop motion. I used this one instead of like any of the others for the scene. Which
Okay.
I think I have that shared now. I'm just waiting.
So do we want to see some of this other art?
Yes.
Okay, art and then stop motion.
Correct.
All right. So this guy comes to OMG Con every year, and he prints these. Now these are prints. Are they? But he prints these on metal cards,
Oh!
Nice.
and they are full reflect. He signs the back of them and years them. This one came from 2023, and this is Pex Effects, Pesh Effects, and it's Jerry Pesh, and he does these. And these are on aluminum plates.
That's very cool.
You can
And
just slap that right on a stop sign.
I put these in comic book binders,
Wow, they're that. Wow.
Nice.
and I can just put a tack through this flap and put it up on the wall. Okay. Now these other two, these came from Gen Con, and I got a couple of friends of mine, and they try and get me a print every year when they go. And these are called Displate, Displate,
Okay.
and I cannot read his signature, but it is on the back of it. And
He's pretty big.
these
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
are printed on or painted on steel.
Steel?
Yes, this is a steel sign. I don't know if you can hear that or not,
Yep.
but the cool thing about these is that these come with a 4-inch by 4-inch magnet, and these hang right up. That's the magnets that are on my wall,
Okay.
and they have a sticky back on them, and you just peel that out, put it up there, and then this piece just goes and sticks to the magnet,
Nice.
and then they're hung.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
very
really
cool.
I really like these. They got me one in 2024 and one in 2025. And
There's Optimus.
this is the Optimus, same artist.
I could say that he took inspiration from like the Evergreen design, some of Prime, and maybe Combiner Wars. I would say primarily with the shoulders.
But I leave the plastic on them.
Okay.
It doesn't take away from them when they're hanging up here on the wall. I think they look really nice. And
Makes them look
again,
reflective.
it just has this nice little magnet thing that's already stuck to the wall, so you don't have to penetrate nothing. And I have another one. Now this artist, I will have to see if I can read his name. It's Landau Shepherd, Landou. Now, my guy Pete, who does my 3D printing and takes care of my tech stuff here, his daughter is actually studying under him right now.
Nice.
They met at one of the big fairs here in Owensboro, and she was just talking Transformers with him, and now she goes to different events because she's also an artist, and he's been teaching her to pin stuff up, and he gave this to them, and they said, well, this would look better in your room than anything we've got here. And
Nice.
it's a black and white.
Ooh.
And this guy is extremely talented, and I love the fact that Kat is working with him. They just went up to Indianapolis or to Chicago. I don't remember which one it was here recently for a big show.
Okay. RJ Eagle says, what's up, gang? Just trying to catch up on the messages. Wow, Magnus. Love the foil print there. It's fire.
None of those are printed, except for the little one. The little one is a print.
Right.
This one, that might be what he's talking about, but those are all airbrushed. Those big ones.
Yeah, speaking of airbrush, so I know what I grabbed was I remember I had a friend, and we used to really big on Gia Online back in the early 2000s to late 2000s, and we used to draw each other's characters a lot as an art trade and whatnot. But even if it was like, let's say it's my character but her drawing or vice versa, if we got like a T-shirt made or something like that, we would still, provide like an email or some sort of way to show that, hey, yeah, this is this person's character. We did an art trade. So like, I know like I got two shirts, like one where it's just a drawing of mine of both of them are my characters, but gotta hold this up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So that's the one that's mine. It's like some pose from X-Men Age of Apocalypse. It was Blank when she's holding her size after they beat Holocaust. And then she liked my little artist witch character. So this was my little artist witch, but she drew her.
Nice.
Because we did a little artist hospital. So we would like mentor younger artists. And on the back.
That's cool.
So if she like painted you like realistically enough, like in a quick enough time, let's say having your chair break underneath you, it would happen in reality. Kind of like Realm from Final Fantasy VI, but actually useful.
Okay.
So, but like I said, like even with that, like I still had to be like, yeah, this is my character, and I showed him like older art that I did of the character, predating Mei Xing's fan art of it as a thank you present she did for me.
Nice.
So even stuff like that, like if it's a shop that's not shady, you're gonna you got to get your permissions lined up and whatnot.
That is true. Now let's go over to Impactor's video that he has lined up. I think Impactor is doing some homework.
I know if RJ Eagle's still around, I'll know he's heard me talk about these. RJ. So that's the tank truck I was telling you about. So clinch on the back, Megatron with Shockwave's gun on the front. This is the one that you were interested in. So it's a Cat Ravage / Shadow Panther face. And then it's the Shockwave tank rear, but it's the Megatron gun, which is bigger because it looks more like a cattail. My hands are shaky. But you can see, so I swapped their guns so it'd be more cattail-like. See it there. That's the Ravage Shadow Panther rear cat rear end, and then the Nemesis Prime one. I don't know if I'll get more now. Those are the three I saw that Ravage Shadow Panther one a few weeks ago. That was the first one, and I knew they had the clinch / whatever Nemesis Prime was available because it was in the same shipping. I just kept on keeping an eye out for it, and then the next time, the first restock, I got it. So
RJ says to you that you should copyright that character.
yeah, I need to one of these days on my Instagram either Boobs and Bots and or Set Them Back Arts take a lot of my old character art and just create some posts of it, like just like maybe sets of least. Like my account, I can do like just up to the 10 images per post. I don't know how you get it where you do like more, like up to 20 or 30 or whatever I see people do, and just do some posts where actually no, I think I might have a post or two with some character art, but if I have to bring that, remember that maybe in next week or two, just and be like, okay, here goes some old characters of mine.
Okay.
Share some time since we always got Impactor sharing stuff. Looks like he has it pulled up.
Yep. Oh, he's
Let him do his thing.
Oh, Impactor, we can't hear you.
No sound.
Can't hear you, mate.
No sound.
There we go.
This was one of my first pieces of art I ever did of Bumblebee, specifically G1.
Nice.
I don't know where the other one is. I have one that I have the one I did of a character. So let me just. This is going to be before we fully go into like me showing that. Let me just stop share this one and then share the other item that I have. So this was when I was bored. I took a picture of Rescue Bot's chase and just started doing a full-on art design. This was old me a while ago when I did this. It was based on the toy. Except I forgot to sign it, but it was based on the toy that I did this.
Okay.
And that was before I had long hair. But yeah, I did that one. And then let me share this one. So the stop motion here, as I mentioned, was using the audio from the jazz scene here. So it's going to be quick, but I think you guys might enjoy this one.
Okay.
Ugh.
Actually, that is right. That is the scene. That's
Oh,
the
that's-
video that I got the scene from.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, he's going in reverse and then transforming backflip out of it onto the Constructicon.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the video. Actually, I would assume we had. I'm hoping we don't get copyright, so I'll just in case of safety. Where is it? So instead here, so I took this right here and just switched it up, and it was Brawl here that he jumped on.
Right. Okay.
But this right here is my interpretation with that's what it is.
Oh, it works.
And as I mentioned again, this is my first time doing the camera movement where he's directing and then back.
Oh yeah, that is true. I didn't catch on to that. I was looking at the movement.
And also that is one of my more cleaner test animations with the character.
Yeah, I mean, it's like overall, it's still pretty smooth. So it's like you focus on the side swipe, and it's like you're not paying attention of the camera moving. So it's like everything's just nice and fluid.
And I'm trying to think, isn't a impactor? Isn't a lot of times your shots where it would be like maybe if like an anime, you have like the action blur, but you might have like the little like road little things going by, or it's like you have movement within a still shot. Is what a lot of your stuff's majority been in the past, whereas this one, the full image is in movement.
Currently, the next stop motion stuff that's going to be taking up sooner or later, once I get some more figures, is going to be Marvel Legends stuff. Which this is going to be one of the ones I enjoy the most doing. This is the Hydra Stomper.
Iron.
Right now, I have a friend of mine who has a Captain Carter held for me right now, and I'm going to buy that, so I have both of them for a stop motion. I did my very first Marvel Legends stop motion with Strong Guy here, which is now one of my more favorite X-Men characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done already one, and like rating, like if I were to rate animation-wise, they're heavy. They don't have the same amount of big feet as most figures do.
Okay.
It's a little difficult, I will say that, because Strong Guy Hero, he kept falling, and on top of that, his upper body is physically bigger than his lower body. While with Hydro Stomper here, he's all girth everywhere on him, making him pretty nice to stand. And I haven't even posted it. I think I might just post it on a day where I feel like it. But I have an old animation of me attempting to try and do Cyclops here, and it did not turn out exactly well. So like I'm planning like
Krakoa slash Messiah trilogy era Cyclops.
I'm right now planning one of these days on top of that. So I have, as you all know, I have an old tablet, my old blue one that had the correct screen and all.
Mhm.
Currently, the whatever my mom pays with whatever fee for the Amazon tablets, basically. Currently, it's about to soon end, so I'm about to sooner or later post a whole bunch of old me videos.
Okay.
And which one of them is one of the more highly anticipated ones, which is the updated one of the What If I Survived Ironhide that I did.
Okay.
So that will be another fun one to show eventually. Maybe
Now,
next week.
now, if I don't now I know those ones are previously recorded. Now for the future ones, as Magnus was suggesting, find ways of adding your name, logo or anything into your videos. So if to prevent anyone from stealing them, although you can't prevent it, but in a sense, if someone does steal them, they know it belongs to you and not to whoever else is posting them.
And once
Something that might
you're
be
getting a
fun.
bunch of followers and stuff now, they're probably starting to look at your work. When somebody
Like in,
steals your work and your little icon pops up and one of your followers sees your icon on somebody else's video,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, it's my boy Impactor's video.
Yep.
Also,
Or
something
if he
else you
knows about this, and then you get a message, hey, check out this
Impactor.
link. Someone's hacking your shit.
Also, Impactor, since you make a lot of your own backgrounds for
His name is
stuff and
Mr.
it's not
Magnus.
just animation, like maybe you could have like if you make yourself a little actual logo
I
that
was
you can
thinking
put
about that
on the
right now.
background as graffiti on your different
Mhm.
backgrounds.
Ever
So that
since
can be a little Easter eggs people can look for, and you can be like, oh, my logo's in this video. Can you spot it? How many times it pops up on the background? And that can be a
ever
fun little way to engage repeated interaction
mhm.
with
ever
followers and whatnot. And
ever
maybe
since
people who get guests first, you can maybe have them recommend like, oh, could you try this next? And that way that creates engagement. Plus, it's also a way to cover your ass.
ever
So
since Toy Warp mentioned like me getting a new logo, I have been tempted to eventually update with half of my face, like because I want to start doing more live streams and stuff, and eventually inviting my own guests on to primarily stop motion animators, or you guys if you guys are free for one of those days. But like currently, I was thinking of maybe doing a sliced in half face where it shows me and then Impactor's face with the crazy whatever. I was thinking about that.
So Impactor, back in the day when the original Transformers commercials were going on,
yeah,
part
the
of that
bumpers.
commercial was a little boy
Hmm.
who would come up and he would say robots in disguise, but he would have a robotic voice, robots in disguise, and his face would transform into a robot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It would just fold around and
I
flip.
remember those. My dad showed me a lot of those.
You need to do that.
Yep.
Oh
That
my
would
You're
be cool.
talented enough. You need to do that.
Hmm.
Oh goodness, that's gonna be a
That is your
definite.
that is your challenge for the week, lad. I want to see your face transform into Impactor next Sunday.
All right, I'll try.
No, no, man. This is like Jedi trying or Jedi training. It's do or do not. There is no try. I got
Like
faith.
Impactor,
I got
this,
faith in you. I got faith in you.
All
like
right.
Impactor, something you could do kind of just to start off is to maybe create a few keyframes and just get a really good picture of your face, and then a really good picture of impactor, and then do a few different moments of maybe it's just this part of the face, and then this much, and then this much,
This is a
and you
this
just
is a
have the
fun
different
thing right
moments
now.
of where you show different percentage of the face change,
In the
and that can be
Mirage,
just still images,
let me
sort
show
of
you this.
storyboarding.
Let me pull up my channel again. So, Spin, if you're able to pull back up the shared screen thingy. I'm able to now put recorded videos, like not screen recording, recordings, like from my camera into my stop motions now because of my new tablet here. Oh,
Good old commercials.
I'm not breaking in the museum for
this
some
is
space
stop motion
robots.
here.
But what about for friendship?
Still stop motion.
Or what about for cash?
Still stop motion.
You help us get this key so we can get off this rock. No offense.
All that is camera recording.
The
Like
neighborhood
all
knows.
this right here, and I can put it into stop motion.
Nice.
So I could just whip up some good old stop motion animation here and stop motion my face transforming.
But you've
It
been
wouldn't be
Show
hard.
me.
you've been challenged.
Do it.
Show me. Prove
Talk
it.
is
All right.
cheap.
All right, I will do it. Though
Prove
before we old stop motion stuff, this I made right on Christmas actually.
Yeah, take advantage of the fact that you're still in grade school, so you have that more available free time to develop your skills on your stuff, because it's harder to do as you get older, unless you're already, in the field.
When RJ also says that it's true, put some sort of watermark on your video so they know the true creator.
Also, one other fun thing. This is so this was actually before Christmas, and I was doing this stop motion on this tablet. This right here was going to be the Dark of the Moon Q's death scene, and I was working on it. So I created the entire city backdrop. I just noticed it, so I might just have to recreate it finally.
Okay.
I did this right here with I forget what it was. I was doing a whole bunch of crazy. This is my first time trying to get more accurate to the scene, so I was trying to do cityscapes in everything. So I was pulling out all my old cardboard. If I pull out right beside me here, as things unfortunately fall, I did full-on backdrops and cityscapes in my old stop motions, which I still want to start doing again. I just got big backboard. Cardboard. Something ain't right.
It's called puberty. You won't be right until you're adult.
Saddle.
And
No,
even
it's
then,
not
you won't be right.
Something else.
While he's searching for that, Span, I got another little tidbit here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just have to pull up.
K77 upgrade
Yes!
kit for the aerial bots is up for pre-order now.
Nice.
And as you can see in that little picture side by side, it's going to make him to where he's the same size as Devastator and Minosaur.
Right. I see it.
And so it looks like it has additional feet, new feet, and then
The leg
plates that make
extenders.
it more animation. The front of the legs more animation accurate.
Yep.
Then the other stuff's more subtle. Doesn't necessarily affect the height, but those seem to be the big things.
Fully articulated hands.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that since I'm not really into the individual. I have trauma from having those stupid little fake wooden hand things in art school. So I see fully articulated fake artificial hands. I'm like, ugh.
So, now granted it's in the stop motion. In the background here, so for Dark of the Moon, I gotta just wait until the stupid glare disappears. I did the Department of Human Health Services entire, design and logo, and added the entire, wooden building backdrop for everything back there. So like I did that in one of my old videos, in which that's the Ironhide video, which I need to try and post. So I will accept Mr. Magnus's challenge, and I will do my best, not try, do my best to make sure that I do something with my crazy face here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me, Impactor, do you had a chance? I know there was something you were telling me about after the end of last week.
The
One,
animation
you had
stuff.
don't forget to work on that, since Mr. Magnus keeps on throwing stuff at you. Don't want to lose that in the shuffle. Not that I remember what it was you told me either. I just remember you told me about something.
Well,
that you needed
currently
to
there's
still
a
work
bunch of
on.
stop motion skits in place right now, like the last one I did with Megatron and the pair of pants. Wait, were you here for that, Sedum?
Yeah, remember I had the
I wasn't fully sure.
Loki's Megatron, and I took the upper half of the body off and put his head on top of the peg for that connects the pelvis.
Mm-hmm. I really need to get Battle Slash in order to finish that. That's the only way I can play Battle Trap. That's G1 Battle Trap for you. You just need that dude, the pair of legs, and then you need Battle Slash, and you create G1 Battle Trap.
Do you have either C's fly reels or his Slam Dance repaint?
No, I don't yet. I wanted to get them. I know that Slam Dance and the Side Swap 2-pack just got re-released. Well, it got.
And you don't have the fly reels either.
Nope.
But yeah, you could interchange their upper halves and bottom halves.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll have to try to remember next week. I know vaguely they're probably in my Slam Dance would be in the Autobot, but yeah, I could. They all I have my stuff separated by Autobots and Decepticons. Well, bad guys and good guys, because obviously you got like Predacons and Maximals from Beast Wars and whatnot. And that would be an easy thing. I'm pretty sure they're just in the main boxes, and they're not in one of my little caches of stuff to take photos of sometime in the next 1,000 years.
Okay,
so one final thing. This is just mentioning my set building stuff that I've been doing for so long now.
All right. The one last thing for gonna give about a minute, and then we're signing off to jump into TeleTraan 2.
Why does YouTube plague me?
Oh, I'm sure you love it when you listen to music via YouTube and it's like you gotta skip the ads every damn
right
time.
here,
Oh yeah.
I took paper towel tubes, candle lights, and shred paper, and I create the lava flowing bucket area, the scene where you see the lava flowing down.
Yeah, when he slams his face into it. Ooh.
But you can see the lights flashing. I had the flashing mode on, so it made it look like it was lava just oozing down. That was the one fun thing I did with this. So, like, my set building skills have, on top of that, gotten a little better. So I'm currently trying to do something crazy. No spoilers yet, but it's going to be something crazy.
No spoilers yet. So on that note, subscribe and like to Impactor Productions on YouTube. And and if you do share his videos, do credit his work,
Please and thank you.
Exactly. So on that note, we're going to sign off for our TeleTraan 1 segment as we jump into TeleTraan 2. So until all are one.
Till all are one.
We now return you to the Children of Primus.